Alright, let's get this out of the way. Why is a carnivore doctor like me talking about rice? I mean, I literally can't remember the last time I had rice. But here's the deal. Not all my patients are carnivores, and many of them still enjoy rice occasionally. So today, we're answering a hotly debated question. Which is better for you, white rice or brown rice? Before we get started, do me a favor and tell me in the comments, are you team white rice or team brown rice? Or maybe even team I gave up rice completely. While you're there, let me know your favorite rice dish. I'll be living vicariously through you since I no longer indulge. And don't skip out early because at the end of this video, I'll share some fun and surprising facts about rice, like how it helped hold the Great Wall of China together and how long white rice can actually last in your pantry. Let's start with the basics. Rice is the seed of a grass plant and has been feeding humanity for over 10,000 years. But not all rice is created equal. There's white rice, brown rice, black rice, red rice, and so many more. It's safe to say that rice deserves its own Netflix series if you wanted to explore all the different varieties. For most of us, though, the debate is between white rice and brown rice. But let's deal with the elephant in the room. Why is both brown and white rice avoided in the low-carb community? Well, it's called the low-carb community for a reason. And unfortunately, both types of rice have 45 carbs per measuring cup of cooked rice. That's 45 divided by 4. That's 11 teaspoons of sugar to your body. And most of my patients aim to have less than 30 carbs per day. So rice is not a great option when you're trying to achieve metabolic health. Most of my patients use cauliflower rice instead. But if you use cauliflower rice, make sure to cook it on the stove top and not in the microwave to remove some of the moisture. Now back to the basics. Brown rice is often called the healthier choice because it's less processed, retaining its bran and germ layer. This means more fiber, more nutrients, but there's the unfortunate dark side, more phytic acid and arsenic. White rice, on the other hand, gets stripped of its outer layers during processing. While it loses some nutrients in the process, it also loses anti-nutrients like phytic acid that block the absorption of minerals. And it has significantly less arsenic because the outer layers are removed. Now here's where things get even more interesting. Cultures that consume rice regularly, like the Japanese, who have some of the highest life expectancies in the world, overwhelmingly prefer white rice. Why? For one, white rice is easier to digest. It's also a better blank canvas for nutrient-rich dishes, pairing well with vegetables, fish, and meat. And lest I forget, it's tastier for many people. Sure, brown rice has fiber, but do we really need rice to be the hero of our fiber intake for those of you who actually care about fiber? Not when there are better options like non-starchy vegetables. And thankfully, most vegetables are non-starchy. And let me clarify for my low-carb friends out there, rice isn't something to eat regularly, but for those rare indulgences, white rice might be the smarter choice. Why? Well, I've already given you a hint. It's lower in anti-nutrients, less likely to have arsenic, and easier on your digestion. Here's the honest truth. If you're eating rice once in a while, the white versus brown debate isn't going to make or break your health. But knowing the facts can help you make a better choice when you do indulge. I often tell my patients, if you're going to have rice, enjoy it, but don't pretend it's a superfood. For me, I've moved on to the carnivore life. So rice doesn't even cross my mind anymore. But I do remember that prior to taking my low-carb journey, we would have a ton of what once was my favorite uncle's brand of rice. Who used to be my favorite uncle? Uncle Ben. But sorry, Unc, I had to move on. All right, as promised, let's end with some fun rice trivia. Fun fact number 1. Here's the one you probably already know, but let's provide some clarity. Every grain of white rice starts as brown rice before it's polished to remove the bran and germ layers. So technically, white rice is just brown rice in disguise, with fewer nutrients, of course. Fun fact number 2. Here's a wild one. The mortar used in the Great Wall of China included sticky rice starch to help hold it together. So the next time someone says rice sticks to your belly better, remind them it's literally holding up one of the world's greatest wonders. So maybe they actually got that right. Fun fact number 3, when stored properly, rice can last up to 30 years. That's right, 30 years. While on the other hand, brown rice spoils in about 6 to 12 months. That's because brown rice contains more oils, which can go rancid over time. So if you're prepping for the apocalypse, stock up on white rice. Fun fact number 4. Did you know that the average American eats just 26 pounds of rice in a year? Meanwhile, the average Asian consumes over 200 pounds annually. That's nearly 8 times as much rice. Fun fact number 5. Rice is the third most globally consumed food after wheat and corn. It feeds billions of people every single day. So for that, I'm grateful that rice exists. Fun fact number 6. There are more than 40,000 types of rice in the world. That's right, 40,000. From fragrant balsamic to chewy black rice, there's a rice for every taste and occasion. So now that we've uncovered the truth about white and brown rice and shared some fun facts, what do you think? Are you team white rice, team brown rice, or team I gave up rice? Let me know in the comments below. Also tell me, has avoiding rice been easy or hard on you? And what's your favorite rice dish? Personally, I used to love red beans and rice because I went to college in New Orleans, and of course they eat a lot of red beans and rice down there. But now it's more like beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and any other carnivore-friendly foods that is appropriate for a metabolic health doc. I thank you guys for coming to this video, and if this video gave you a fresh perspective, hit that like button and subscribe for more nutritious insights. And definitely share this video with your rice-loving friends. I think these insights may intrigue them. And remember, occasionally indulging is part of a reasonably balanced life. Just make them count when you do. And never forget, if you have a processed food addiction, try to avoid indulgences that may trigger you. I'll see you in the next video.